Hello, nomads. Hola, nómadas. How are you? How is everybody here? Hello, good morning. Hola, hola. Let's wait until everybody comes to this masterclass, the 5-step method to start speaking Spanish from scratch, from completely zero. Welcome, everybody. Okay, people is coming, everybody's joining. Well, I'm so happy to be here today, this morning with you. I was really expecting this time to come because today we are going to learn very important things. You are going to meet the method my students use to learn Spanish from completely zero. So I am very happy to have you all here. All right, hello, everybody's here. Okay, hola, hola, hello. Perfect. All right, so let's start the masterclass. I want you to start today with your imagination, okay? Imagine the moment when you start speaking Spanish. In the near future, when you start speaking and you really become a Spanish speaker, how would you feel? Where are you? What are your surroundings? Where are you living? Maybe you moved to Spain. Maybe you stay in your country, but you have a Spanish community around you. Okay, think about that. Imagine yourself, your life, speaking Spanish, being a Spanish speaker. Okay, how will it be? You can drive it in your mind, draw it. Okay, so today you are gonna learn how to speak Spanish from zero, even you don't know how to say a word. Okay, from completely zero. So if you are a beginner Spanish student, welcome, because this is your masterclass. My name is Susana, and now I would like you to introduce a little bit yourself. I want to know, where are you from? Where is everybody from? So please write in the chat, which country are you from? Where are you from? Let me know. As you know, I am from Valencia. Valencia is a city of Spain. Okay, we have here France. All right. All right. Yeah, so I'm from Valencia. It's a city of Spain. I don't know if you maybe have traveled to Spain before, you know it. France. Oh my God, many people from France. Ukraine, Ivana, Elodie. Okay, perfect. Italy, Samopla, perfect. Great. So we are people from many parts of the world, no? And many people coming for sure. All right. So I'm very happy to have you all here. We are normally a nomad community, so I am very used to interact with people from all over the world. My students are from all over the world, so you are very, very welcome to this masterclass. And let's start. Today we're gonna discover, how you can become a Spanish speaker. How will you start speaking Spanish to live and work in Spain? Normally, most of my students wanna live and work in Spain. It's like the common dream. So I teach them how to do it in a very effective way and with security, with confidence, all right? So today, that's what I'm gonna show you, how you can do it too, with this free and online masterclass. All right, so even if right now you don't know how to introduce yourself in Spanish, even if right now you don't know how to say hola in Spanish, how to say hello, it's all right. This is your masterclass. So I want to introduce first to some of my students of the community of the Spanish Nomads Tribe Academy, because they are like my family, okay? They are the ones that make this project go ahead. So I want you to introduce to all of them. They are more than my students. They are kind of friends, because we are in contact almost every day, actually, because we don't know, we are not the typical lesson school. We apart from the lesson or the classes we have the contact with challenges, with conversations via WhatsApp. So they are more than just simple students. Okay, so I want you to meet them and know her faces and their faces. All right, and here we have a message from Derek. Let's listen to him.
Me llamo Derek, soy de Cambridge, en Reino Unido, y he sido un estudiante de Susana hace creo que 1 año y medio. Estudio español con Susana porque me gustaban sus videos y fotos de Instagram. Para mí las clases con ella han sido súper útiles. He aprendido mucho nuevo vocabulario y reglas gramáticas. Me ha dejado elegir casi todo en mis clases. El contenido, la tema, y ha sido muy flexible con nuestras horas de clases. Creo que estoy consiguiendo mis objetivos. Sobre todo, quiero llegar al nivel C1. Creo que estoy casi en este nivel y Susana me está ayudando a estudiar para un examen de C1. Sin duda recomendaría clases con Susana. Ha diseñado clases muy específicas para mí. Opino que eso muestra que es una profe muy dedicada. Pienso que durante mi tiempo estudiando con ella, mi español ha mejorado un montón.
Okay, so this is Derek. He wanted to say hello to all of you. And he started with me, and now he's almost in C1 level. So it's the Spanish journey. And he also did the 5-step method. So let's go through this. Now you see that I have my students family, my nomads community, but it wasn't always like this. It wasn't always that good. All started when I was in Australia. When I was 18 years old, I was living in Australia. I moved to Australia, and it was a completely different country, continent for me. So maybe some of you that want to come to Spain have the same feeling, no? You want to come to Spain, but it's like, oh my God, it's gonna be completely different. I don't know anybody. I don't know the culture. I don't know the language. So this is exactly what happened to me when I went to Australia. And imagine that I was 18 years old back in that time. So I was a completely young person. And I understand you when you sometimes speak to a Spanish person, and you don't understand anything, because that's exactly what happened to me when I was in Australia. I remember that they say to me, "Hey, how is it doing?" And I was like, "Sorry, I don't understand anything," because they speak like very fast, right? So, well, in Spain, you're gonna have the same problem. So it's very important, like, to, when you go to Spain, have a basic knowledge of the Spanish language, because if not, it's gonna be really impossible. And also, Spanish people, we speak very bad English. Like, I'm trying to do this masterclass in English because I wanna let you know all the information, because you are beginner students, and I'm concerned that you don't speak Spanish. But Spanish people are not very good in Spanish, in English, sorry. So it's very important that you learn basic Spanish before moving to Spain. Okay, so yeah, that was my story. I went to Australia, so I can feel what you feel when you come to Spain. And I was also studying in an English academy, in a traditional English academy. But yeah, then I come back to Spain, to my country, and I decided to start Spanish. I love Spanish since I was little, so my parents are teachers, so I decided to study to be a teacher, because since I was very little, I wanted to be a teacher and help other people to learn the language and achieve their dream, as I do when I went to Australia. So these are my beginnings when I was in the university learning Spanish for 4 years. So imagine, I was 4 years like with going through all the Spanish, and this allowed me to work in year 2021 after the COVID. You can see that we are all everybody was with the mask. It was quite strange. Yeah, but these were my students in the presential Spanish lessons in the academy I was working in Spain, in Valencia, because I am from Valencia. Yeah, so they were my students, but I wasn't actually very happy. Between you and me, I wasn't very happy with this kind of learning, because I have students from many levels all in the same class, and it's like they wanted to go up, like upgrade to the other level, or see other kind of lessons more in another level, but the academy doesn't allow them to do that. They have to be all in the same group, and they were like a lot of people in the same class, and they couldn't improve as much as they can. So I was a bit frustrated as a teacher because I wanted them to maximize their knowledge, but it was so difficult with this traditional method in the presential academies. So that's why I don't know if someone has tried before Spanish Academy. If you wanna, you can comment in the chat if you have tried a presential academy and what do you think about presential academies. But my experience wasn't that good, so that's why I decided that Spanish teaching is outdated. The traditional method is outdated. I escaped from presential academies, and 3 years later, I created my own academy, Spanish Nomads Tribe. It's actually more than a school because we don't only do classes. Okay, we are creating like a family, like a community. So we go beyond the classes. Our relation with the students don't finish when the class finish. It goes beyond. So I love it because I love the contact with culture. So this is one of the best things of my job. I love my job to have the connection with my students. And the Spanish Nomads Tribe Academy allow me to connect with many people all over the world and help them to achieve their dream. All right, so yeah, we create many content in the social media, mostly in Instagram. I think that many of you maybe follow me. If not, go and follow because many content is updated every day, and you will learn a lot of things. But yeah, we are not like a normal academy. Also, with our content, you will see that we have many videos that are more dynamic and not focused on grammar or vocabulary, because Spanish is much more than just grammar or vocabulary. All right. So why did I create this masterclass? I was hours and hours thinking how I can put all the information to make it valuable for you, to make it very worthy for you. Okay, so I create this masterclass because probably many of you are thinking about starting your Spanish learning journey, to join an academy, you are looking for a teacher, you are looking for a course, or you are looking for something. But if you are gonna do this, it's all right, it's perfect. But please take care with the traditional method, because you are gonna spend a lot of time and a lot of money, and it's gonna take you a long time to achieve results. Okay, so only to make sure that you are aware of this. And today I have one bad news, and is that the traditional learning, the traditional teaching is no longer working for a Spanish speaker. If you want to become a Spanish speaker, that I think yes, because if you are here, it's because you want to be one of them. Please avoid the traditional grammar. The books are updated, outdated. We don't in the books, when you follow a book, you are learning things that you maybe don't need in your life. For example, I'm gonna tell you a story. This is true. I was working in a school, and we were following a book. Okay, it was A2 level, so we were following a book, and we were 1 hour of the class learning the geographical disasters. And it's like, okay, my students are gonna need this in their life? I don't think so. And they waste time and money having a lesson just because the book says that today we have to do this lesson. And I was like, I don't like this kind of learning. I prefer to do it more personalized with my students. Give them what they need, because they pay for that. They trust you for that. Okay, so skip traditional learning with more than 20 students in a class that you can't even speak. Maybe you had the experience before to be in a class and you end the hour of the class and you couldn't speak anything, or you couldn't interact at all. Okay, then the memorization, long list of memorization, they are very boring. I avoid them when I was studying English, the list of vocabulary or the grammar. Okay, and normally there is no real practice. This is one of the problems of the traditional method, the traditional academies. Okay, so if you are looking for traditional learning that it's a little bit chit-chat, this is like the structure of a class. And I'm telling this to you because I know it for my experience. First, you arrive and you do like a little chat. Then the teacher explains grammar all the time, maybe like 30 minutes, grammar, very boring. And then you do just a little bit of traditional homework, you fill some gaps, and class ends, you go home, and it's like, oh my god, my brain is gonna explode because I have a lot of information that I don't know how to do it in the real life, how to use it. Okay, so don't waste your time, don't waste your money. This is one of the messages that I wanna share with you in this masterclass. Okay, but of course, not everything is bad here. We are here to have a good time together. So we also have good news. There's also a new method that avoids all these things. No textbooks, no long lists to memorize, no traditional grammar. Of course, we have grammar. Okay, this is important, but not like in the traditional way. It's like more fun. And no passive listening. The teacher is not all the time speaking like I'm doing now. In the lessons, you will speak, I will shut up. Okay, that's the important thing. And no mixed level groups. Everybody is from the same level, everybody has the same group. Okay, so let's compare both the traditional learning and the NÓMAD method. That is the method that we are gonna learn today. We do a chit chat at the beginning. How was your day going? Tell me about what did you do? Okay, that's all right. But then we don't explain the grammar, because the grammar you will review it before. Okay, you would have seen it before the class. So when you arrive to the class, we use the lesson for conversation. Okay, we speak all the time. So we will make the mistakes analysis. So we will learn from your own mistakes. You wouldn't learn from list of grammar, list of vocabulary. You learn from your own mistakes. If you say, for example, in Spanish, we say, soy Susana, to say, I am Susana. Okay, if you change the verb and you say, estoy Susana instead of soy Susana, okay, we will go through this difference, which is the difference between verb ser and verb estar in Spanish, okay? But because of your mistake, because of the conversation in a real context. This is the new method. And then we do some games, like interactive games. We will see after how do we do it. And then just a chit chat to close the class and see that everything is understood. All right? Yeah, so today we are gonna learn el método nómada, the NÓMAD method, how to start speaking Spanish even if right now you don't know how to even order a coffee. It doesn't matter, all right? So pay attention, because have you ever felt like this when someone speaks to you in Spanish? I'm pretty sure that all of you have had contact with a Spaniard. So when they speak to you, how do you feel? It's like, oh, no, shut up. It's like, I don't understand anything. Can you repeat all the time? Yeah, over and over. So yeah, I feel you, because that's what I felt in Australia. And have you ever felt out of place when you are with a Spanish group? Maybe you were traveling and you go to a hostel and you meet a Spanish group and you can't contact with them. You can't make friends because of the language, and you feel out of place. You feel displaced. So these are the things that we are gonna try to avoid. All right, so I would like to know if you wanna learn the method. Please write in the comments yes or no. Yes or no. Do you wanna learn the method? Write in the comments, I'm reading you. Are you as excited as me to show you the method? Elodie says yes. Okay, yes. Yes, sure, great. Okay, all right. So let's go for it. Let's go with the step 1. This step is really important. Okay, it's like the base of the house. If you don't know this, you will probably give up your learning of Spanish. So please keep your ears open and listen to this, because find your Spanish ikigai. I don't know if you know what the ikigai is, but today we are gonna find your Spanish ikigai. Okay. The Spanish ikigai is a Japanese concept. All right. It's a Japanese concept to find your reason in life, your reason to being, what motivates you, what makes you feel, what makes you stand up every day and face your day with a smile and with energy. Okay, so we are gonna try to apply this ikigai thing with the Spanish. What makes you feel that you need to learn Spanish? What's your deeper motivation in learning Spanish? Okay, as you know, learning a language is not from the night to the day. Okay, it's not in 24 hours. It's not in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months. This is not like that. It doesn't work like this. It takes a long time, and it's a journey. I always say that it's a journey. Also, we are in the Spanish nomads community. We're nomads. We are travelers, but it's a journey. So, if you want to start this journey with confidence, you need to define your ikigai. Why do you want to learn Spanish? Okay, because this will transform all your learning process. So there are some questions that you can make to yourself as a practice to try to discover why you want to learn Spanish. Okay, like in a more deeper way. So the first one, how will speaking Spanish transform your experience in Spain or while you travel around? Okay, because you can speak Spanish in Spain, maybe you go to Latin America, or maybe you travel around and you find a Spanish community, for example. So how speaking Spanish will transform your life, will change completely your life. Okay, so you can think about this. Then another question you can make to yourself is, what opportunities could fluency unlock when your career for your career or your personal life? Okay, many people want to learn Spanish to have a promotion at in the work, or maybe to have a better job, to look for another job, to look for a job in Spain, okay, or whatever. So what opportunities will appear in your life when you are a Spanish speaker? Okay, and the last one, how will learning Spanish boost your confidence? As you know, learning Spanish is an ability, right? It's an ability that you learn. You are not born with the speaking of Spanish in your mind. You learn it. It's an ability, so everybody can learn it. So how will this ability will boost your confidence in life? Okay, for example, I'm gonna make my example. When I was in Australia, my confidence was more higher when I learned to speak Spanish with the Aussie people. But at the beginning, my confidence was like zero because I couldn't speak and I couldn't understand them. So, okay, how would your confidence increase when you learn Spanish? Okay, so let's make a little exercise. Okay, we are gonna try to close our eyes and think about these 3 questions that I'm gonna tell you. You can also take a pen and a paper if you wanna write it down. Okay, everybody, whatever wants to do it. But I want you to think about your Spanish ikigai, because this is very important. We are gonna finish this masterclass knowing our ikigai, our why of learning Spanish. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. Another one. Okay, and now let's connect with our inner self. Okay, why do we want to learn Spanish? Okay, close your eyes and think about this at your home. Why do we want to learn Spanish? The real reason. Okay, maybe you dream of living in Spain. Maybe you have a partner who speaks Spanish. Maybe your family is in Spain and you want to move. Maybe you just want to learn the ability. Why do you want to learn Spanish? Okay. And now, what new opportunities will appear? Okay, this is an imagination job. Imagine yourself in the place you are happy, and what opportunities will appear when you start speaking Spanish. Maybe you will find a Spanish boyfriend or a Spanish girlfriend. Maybe you will meet your best friend in Spain, and okay, a new job opportunity will appear and you will earn a lot of money. Who knows? Okay, think about this. What opportunities will appear in your life? All right? Okay. And then the last one of this exercise. How will your life change in a total? How will your life change? Imagine how are you now? In which country are you now? Which is your surrounding, the people who is around you, and think how this is gonna change when you learn to speak Spanish. Maybe you move to another country. Maybe you have more money because you have a better job, so you can travel around and live a more digital nomad life. Okay, how will your life change with Spanish? This ability will allow you to change many things around you. All right, so now I would like you to share, if you want, if you feel like, why do you want to learn Spanish? What is your why, your ikigai for learning Spanish? Okay, so if you feel like to share it, if you don't want, it's okay, it's all right. But if you want, you can write in the comments, why do you wanna start your Spanish learning journey? What motivates you to start this journey to speaking Spanish? Okay, because this is a very important thing. This is the base. If you know this, you are gonna have all the strength that will push you in the journey, because it's gonna last many months. Okay, and it's gonna change a lot your life when you start speaking Spanish. Okay, so if you want to share it or not, it's all right. Just think about it and keep it crystal clear in your mind. My why for speaking Spanish is, and wherever, living in Spain and meet Spanish people. Okay, wherever. Ivana says, I would like to live there. All right, perfect. The dream is to live in Spain. Okay, great. Okay, and then Carlos says, because I would like to live in Spain and make friends there. All right, make friends is one of the other things that everybody wanna learn Spanish, because if you come to Spain and you don't know Spanish, it's very difficult to make a Spanish community, Spanish friends. Okay, all right, so let's move forward. We have now viajar a España. Okay, we have now our ikigai, and let's go to step number 2. I love this step because it's very disruptive, it's very different, and not you will not find it everywhere. Okay, discover new cultures, new people, be accepted in my university. Oh my God, great university. Okay, perfect. So let's go with this statement: learn by playing, not by studying. For me, this is really important because I was studying English so many years and it was very boring. I was very, very bored at class, in the classes, okay? And I wasn't learning that much. So in my academy of Spanish speakers, it's very important to learn by playing, not by studying. How we do this? It's maybe your question now. Okay, we have many resources that I give to my students to learn while playing. So we learn something and we play it and then we practice. This is like the method. They learn something, then we play with it, we introduce it in our life, and then we practice with real life context. Okay, so it's very important, all these games, because they are not traditional and they stimulate the student to be more immersive in what he or she is doing. So I'm gonna share with you game that we recommend to our students, to our beginner students, because it's very fun, and I'm pretty sure that many of you live in a country that it's cold or it's raining right now or it's gonna rain, so you will stay many days inside of your house. So I'm gonna share with you the POSIT vocabulary game. This game is so fun, and you can do it in your home. You don't have to go out of your home. You only need stick notes and a pen. Okay, so the thing is that you choose a place in your house, for example, the bedroom. Okay, the bedroom, the kitchen, wherever. Then you look for the vocabulary of the bedroom in this case. Okay, so how do I say to the table, the chair, and you write it in the stick notes in Spanish. Okay, and then during the day you stick them in the places, for example, chair, and I will stick here in the chair, computer here in the computer, okay, wall in the wall. All right, so you stick all the stickers, and it's very funny because normally they are colorful, so it's like very nice to see it in your bedroom. And then you have to review them. Okay, you can walk around the bedroom, and you just review them and say it out loud, okay, to keep it in mind. And then you just go to the kitchen, do your day, but every time you enter to the bedroom you will review the words. Okay, so it's very funny because you learn, but you don't know that you are learning, and you can play with your partner, with your friends. So it will be something like this: la silla, el escritorio. Okay, you have here the Spanish words, and how would they be in English or in your language, okay? Wherever. El espejo, the mirror, la cómoda, the dresser, okay, la mesita de noche. So it's a easy game and fun game that will allow you to learn some basic Spanish, some basic vocabulary without going out of your house, and without having like a list in a paper and being like this 1 hour repeating la silla, el escritorio, la cama, el cojín, okay? Because this is very boring and anybody wants to waste their time doing this. So you can learn much more games like this in our academy, but I wanted to show you this one because I think it's fun, it's interesting, and you can do it in your house, and it's very cheap. You only need the stickers. All right, so now you will never study in the traditional boring way again, because there's a new method that will make you feel more fluent, that will make you feel more learning in a more fun way, just enjoying, because the language is not to study. The language is to enjoy it. The language is to communicate. Have you ever seen a child studying a language? No, because you learn just by communicating, just by practicing, by playing, not by studying. Okay, so leave the language and don't study the language. That's the point. Okay, let's move forward to step number 3. The step number 3, it's important for your memory, our brain. It's the machine that works, that makes it work. So how to train our brain to remember, to don't forget. Because sometimes we learn things, but then we forget it. And it's like, I pay to learn, but then I forget everything and I have to start again. Okay, so we're gonna learn in this 3rd step how to avoid this forget of our brain. Okay, so how do our brain works? I don't know if we have any neuroscientist here or any expert in memory, but we are gonna try to explain how do our brain works in a language side, okay, in how it works in the language and when we learn a new thing. All right, so I present you the forgetting curve. The forgetting curve is like our friend. It's always with us. It takes care of us always because the forgetting curve will happen all the time. But we have to learn how to face the forgetting curve. Has it ever happened to any of you that you go to a class and you first learn a thing, a class of wherever, okay, at the university, it doesn't need to be language, wherever. You learn the content, the teacher gives you the content, and you are like, oh, yeah, I understand everything. Oh my God, yeah, I know it. But then when you leave the class, like really 7 hours later, somebody asks to you, what did you learn in the class? And you're like, we learned something about the plants. you forget almost everything, okay? This has happened to all of us. Okay, so this is the forgetting curve, and this is the one that we try to avoid when learning Spanish. So the first you learn something, you remember everything, but then when the days go by, you forget almost everything, and you have to start again. Okay. So how do we face the forgetting curve? With the space repetition technique. The space repetition technique. So imagine that you learn something in Spanish, okay? You first learn it 100%. You are sure of everything what you learn, you know it by heart, you know everything. But then by the time, it will disappear of your mind, okay? But what happened if 1 week later, 2 weeks later, sometimes later, the teacher do a first revision of all what you have learned before? It's like imagine a pool that you throw your phone and it's sinking down, but you faster put your hand in and rescue the phone. Okay, so this is the same with our memory, with our things that we learn. Okay, we take them and rescue them to be updated in our brain again. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that. Perfect, great. So we have the first revision. We take back the knowledge to our brain, to our mind. But the forgetting curve is still there, so it will start to little by little disappear again. But what happens if your teacher do a second revision? A month later, 2 months later, a second revision of all what you have learned back in this time. Everything up again. You rescue all your knowledge again. So this is the thing that we do with the NÓMAD method. We don't let you forget all the things, because if we always give you, then you will forget everything. You will not. You don't have time to use it in the real life. You need continuous revisions of everything with practice, with real context, to let your brain remember everything. Okay, so the space repetition technique, keep it in your mind because it's very important, not only with the learning of Spanish, but in all the things in your life and all the things that you study from now on. Okay, you can investigate about it. It's very important and very, very useful in your life. Okay, all right, so the thing is, don't study for 2 hours on a day, practice just 30 minutes over 4 days. This is like the idea of this. Don't study 2 hours a day. I don't like to make you study for 2 hours a day, because it's not useful. To be clear, it's not useful, because then you will forget everything. You wouldn't remember all what you have learned in 2 hours. Our brain works in a way that the first 20 minutes is the time our brain is more receptive, is more active, is getting all the information, okay, like a little child. It's getting all the information. But after these 20 minutes, our brain disconnect. You can think when you were learning in the university or in the school, remember how you behave. The first half an hour, you were like, okay, understanding everything, but then you disconnect from the class. If you don't practice, if you don't do other things, you disconnect. Okay, so this is the thing. Just study for 20-30 minutes per day. No more. You don't need more. Okay, so this is the way to face the forgetting curve. All right, so tell me, how is everything going? Did you understand the step 1, 2, and 3? Were they useful for you? Did you know about the forgetting curve? Did you know about the games to improve your Spanish by playing? You can send in the chat to feel you, to know that you are here, because for me these 3 steps that we have been through are very, very important, and it's the base of learning a language. If you don't play, you are not going to learn, because you are going to be bored and you are going to give up. Okay, and then if you don't understand how your brain works, you will study. It's like you are just eating content, but you will never practice it because you don't know how your brain works. But now you know that you have to rescue the information. All right, Yes, it's interesting, crystal clear. All right, great. Great, guys. So let's move on to the step number 4. We only have 2 steps left. And this one is very important for all of you who are worried about your pronunciation in Spanish, about being natural when you speak Spanish. As you know, we speak fast in Spanish, of course, but also French people do, Italian people do, like everybody speak fast in their language, so that's normal. Okay, but how to make our Spanish sound more natural, sound more Spanish? This is the shadowing technique, Maybe some of you has already heard about the shadowing technique because it's getting more and more famous because it's very useful, all right, the shadowing technique. So what is it about? The thing is that you have to select an audio or a video. Maybe you are watching a serie in the television on Netflix, a Spanish serie, or you want just to see a video in the YouTube, whatever. Okay. So you have a Spanish content, okay, a Spanish video of some native speaker speaking. And the thing is, select a piece of this video, a little piece, maybe 5 seconds. You don't need more, okay, just to start. 5 seconds of the video when this Spanish speaker says something that is fun for you, that is funny, okay? And try to repeat what he says. It doesn't matter if you don't understand all the words, but just the rhythm, the tone, okay? Because in Spain, we don't have the same rhythm when we speak as the French, for example, or the Italians, or the German, or in Ukraine, okay? We have different tones. But if you do this, you learn the rhythm of the Spanish tone and you feel more natural. When you start speaking Spanish, you are more natural, okay? So you repeat it immediately when you listen to it. Okay, so you play a video, a Spanish video, you select a frame, and then you repeat. And if you want, you can record yourself and compare the 2 pronunciations. All right, we are gonna do a little practice now. I can't hear you, but you hear me, so you can do it by yourself at home. So imagine that you are seeing this video, the video of this masterclass, okay? And I say, "Oh, me encanta, es increíble." Okay, I love it, it's incredible. "Oh, me encanta, es increíble." Okay, I love it, it's incredible. My rhythm, my tone, it's like emotion, it's like surprise. So this is the thing that you have to do with the shadowing. So now, at home, repeat what I say. "Oh, me encanta, es increíble." Okay? This is a very fun thing, like a very fun activity. And it's very useful. It's fun and it's useful. So it's like perfect to learn Spanish and to improve your Spanish. Spaniards speak really fast, yeah. But also French people, everybody do that in their own language, okay? So you don't have to be native. You have to be speakers. That's the difference, okay? All right, so now you learned the shadowing method. It's very funny, so please do it at home, try it. And I'm gonna show you a couple of platforms where you can find videos in Spanish. This is also very, very useful for your listening. So the first one is Play Phrase Me. Here you have a lot of Spanish content videos, so you can select by word, you can filter by word. For example, you write perro. Perro is dog in Spanish, perro. You write perro because you want to hear how Spanish people pronounce perro. Okay, so you write perro, and many videos will appear, so you can listen to the sounds of perro, and you can do the shadowing technique, okay? All right, and then you have also Youglish. You have the option of You Spanish inside of the website, so you can also find a lot of videos and filter by word. All right, so these 2 platforms very important for the shadowing technique. Okay, I am really waiting that you do this at home because it's very fun. Laugh at yourself, like it's fun. It's a fun thing, and maybe you feel like you are doing a stupid thing, but this is very important for your pronunciation in Spanish to improve it. Okay. So now the moment. Let's go to the last step, the last and the best. The Pareto principle. Maybe some of you know it or it sounds familiar to you. The Pareto principle, it's the 20 minutes rule. Okay, do you know it? Have you ever heard about the Pareto principle? Yes, no? Well, it's to give importance to the important thing. It's like, first, the most important, okay? So, if you give importance to the 20% of the vocabulary, of the expressions, of the key things in the language, you will start to speak the 80%, okay? So, if you do the 20% of your effort and you do it in a very good way with a good method, your Spanish will be able to speak, to communicate in 80% of the daily Spanish situations you are going to face when you come to live here in Spain. All right. So you don't need to be learning all your time, only 20 minutes per day. 20 minutes practice will make you communicate in the 80% of the situations. Okay, so it's the idea that we saw before, that you don't need to study 4 hours per day or 2 hours per day. You only need 20-30 minutes per day, and this will make more difference than if you study one day 2 hours and it's like, oh, I studied 2 hours today, I can go now to the park, I can go now to work, wherever, and I forget Spanish until the next week. No, that's a mistake, because next week, the forgetting curve, you will forget everything and you will need to start over again. Okay, so 20 minutes per day is the key to learn anything, not only Spanish, but anything. All right. So this is my advice, how to make it. Okay, key vocabulary, key expressions, a selection of the most important expressions. At the beginning, in the base, if you are from zero, you don't need to learn all the grammar, all the vocabulary. You don't need that. You need what you are gonna use, importance to the important, okay, in the Pareto principle. So key vocabulary, key learning in general. The 20 minutes rule, 20 minutes will make more difference than if you stay 2 hours learning. And then real life context, because the language is to use. You don't learn a language to stay at your home sitting in the couch. You learn a language to go to the butchery to buy some meat, to go to the restaurant, to meet friends, to go and dance, wherever. Okay, you learn the language to use it in the real life. So you need real life context. Okay. So now, today we have learned the 3 keys. Okay, the first one, if you remember, traditional learning is no more working, because it's based on traditional things, traditional books, traditional grammar, traditional learning that don't allow you to improve the way you could. Okay, it like force you to learn very slow. And then the key number 2, how to start speaking Spanish even if you don't know how to speak anything at all at the moment. Okay, and we do this with the 5-step method. You know now how to find your why in Spanish, why you want to start. You know now how to start learning some key vocabulary without going out of your house and while having fun. This is the most important thing. Learn by playing, not by studying. Okay. Then you learn how your brain works, how to avoid the forgetting curve, okay? And then you learn how our 20 minutes day will be more important than study 2 hours with the Pareto principle, okay? So these are the important things in the NÓMAD method, because it's very dynamic, and we will learn Spanish in a better way if we know these 5 things. Okay, but of course we don't have time for everything, so we missed out many valuable things. Okay, how to boost your learning skills, your listening skills. When you hear Spanish, many of you comment in the chat that you don't understand when a Spanish speaker speak, of course, because we speak very fast. But how can we understand them? Maybe by understanding that there are many different accents in different parts of Spain, maybe you will start understanding when they speak a little bit more. Okay, but we don't have time to say this in this class. Also, how to avoid the common mistakes. I have a list of common mistakes that all the Spanish beginner students make, because it was many years with beginner students. So how to face these mistakes and how to avoid them. Okay, and then how to make small talks, how to go to a place and speak with Spanish people in a daily conversation, regular conversation. Okay, or how to think in Spanish. This is very important. Stop thinking in your language and how to do the transition to start speaking Spanish. This is a process, and you need a methodology to do that, to change from where you are now to where you want to be in the future, in the near future, if you want it. Okay, so now you have two paths: the traditional learning with all what we have learned with traditional method, grammar and books and everything, or you have the NÓMAD method that you learn now with the 5 steps, more dynamic, without books, because we don't use books, everything is online. So please write in the comments which one will fit you more, which one will motivate you more, one or two. Which one do you find it more interesting? Which one will be the one that if you have a daughter, or if you have a daughter, you will encourage her to join the traditional learning or the NÓMAD method? Which one sounds more interesting for you? Cassia says two, obviously. Elodie, two. Okay, all right. Let's see, you did also two. Perfect. Okay. The NÓMAD method, that's all right. Okay. We have a community of people who want to be in the future of the learning, not in the traditional learning, right? To Robbie. Okay. Perfect. Great. So let's listen. Let's meet Marinela. She is one of my students, and she started with me also from scratch. Okay, so let's listen to her and see what she has to tell us.
Hola chicos, hola chicas, soy Marinela, vivo en Italia y me encanta aprender español con Susana. Lo que me gusta más es que con ella no tengo miedo de hablar o intentar de hacerlo, no te interrumpe, tiene un programa muy bien hecho para mí con un montón diferente de materiales y ejercicios interactivos. Por eso no te aburres, seguro. No es un curso o una clase de español donde tenías que aprender lista de palabras de memoria. No, no es así. Entonces, si te flipa viajar, a mí me mola muchísimo hacerlo. O simplemente te gusta aprender español para hablar con tus amigos o amigas que viven allí, o has conocido un chico o una chica que te gusta, te aconsejo el curso de Susana. Yo empecé con ella en enero con el curso A1 y pienso que en este año he aprendido mucho y para mí ha sido genial. Entonces, si busca la sonrisa, el divertimiento y empezar a hablar en una manera muy sencilla, te aconsejo este curso. Y si he aprendido yo, que soy mayor y tengo poca memoria, sin dudas, esto es para ti. No tengas miedo, hablas. Mejor hablar con Susana. Un abrazo, un beso y buen trabajo.
Well, I love her. She's an amazing person, and I'm very happy that she's my student, because she was she started and she didn't know how to speak too much. So Now she can hold a conversation, and it's very nice. Yeah. So let's go. Do you allow me to show you the NOMAD method program? Would you like to know it? If you choose the path 2, I guess you would like to know it, right? So let's go. Let's continue. I present you my VIP mentorship. This is the Speak Spanish from Scratch program. Okay, in 60 days content. Okay, we will have 60 days of content to learn Spanish from scratch, from zero. And this will allow you to speak in daily conversation. Please be careful. This is not, I am very honest person. This is not a program to be native. Okay, if you want to be native in 60 days, this is not your program, because I am not a magical person. Okay, I am a normal person, a teacher, which is very concerned with the learning of his and her students, but I don't do magic. I wish I could, but not for the moment. Okay, so we will learn all the basics that will allow you to live in Spain confidently and to face daily conversations. Okay, so this is the VIP mentorship, and let's see, why is it VIP? Why is it VIP? And it's not like a normal mentorship. Is it VIP? Because it's the first course that it's only for beginner students, specifically for beginner students. You are not gonna have any other person who is not a very beginner student. That allows you to learn Spanish in a short period of time by your own, and also mix with lessons. But the most important thing, with 24/7 guidance. Okay, normally the courses are like you do the class, and until the next class you don't see the teacher, you don't see nothing. Here you will practice every day, you will have contact with me every day. You can write to me if you need anything. I have the contact of all my students, and we speak in WhatsApp. So it's part of the program. And this is the course that I wish I have had when I learned English, in my case, or if I start to learn another language. This is the kind of course I wish I have had. Okay, so that's why I created it, because I think it's very necessary for beginner students. But of course, the course is not for everyone. Like, not everybody who wanna enter will enter, because this is VIP, this is reduced, and not all the people will enter. I need to know that you are committed with this learning method, and that you really wanna learn, because I am going to make you learn the language, I am going to make you speak the language, but I want to know that you are also concerned, because it's your job to do the things that I do to you. Okay, if I say to you that you have to do this, you gotta do it. Okay, because if not, you are not gonna learn. So this course is not for everyone. Okay, not everyone who will enter will access. So if you are here, is because you want to live in Spain, as many of you told me in the chat, all right, at the beginning, and you really want to connect with the Spaniards. You dream of living here. Also, maybe you want to speak Spanish, but you don't know how to start. Of course, you are thinking many months ago how to start, how can I do it? Do I need to live in Spain? Do I need to look for a teacher? Do I need to look for a course? It's like many doubts in your head, and finally you don't do anything. Times go by and you don't do anything. Okay, and maybe you wish to understand the Spaniards. When you listen to music, many of my students love Spanish music, and they dance and they love the music, and they wanna know what the music is saying, all right, to feel it more and to be more connected with the music. Or maybe you just want to learn Spanish to network and to find a better job in Spain, or a promotion at your job, wherever. Okay, everybody has his or her ikigai and his or her reasons. I think that you already have yours. So it doesn't matter if you don't know any Spanish at all. It doesn't matter if you think you are not good at languages. I also think I wasn't good in English, and okay, it's not perfect, but I am doing this masterclass in English. I can have the fluency to communicate. You are taking my message. So this is the same in Spanish. Okay, so It doesn't matter if you think you are not good at languages. It doesn't matter if you don't have time to attend lessons. And it doesn't matter if you can't afford a Spanish course right now. Okay, it doesn't matter any of these things, because I will guide you personally, step by step, to build a strong Spanish foundation. Okay, this is my concern with you. I will guide you personally. I will be with you 24/7. Okay, also with classes, also with content. I offer indefinite guarantee. Okay, the guarantee is not only the 15-day guarantee, that of course all the courses has the 15-day guarantee. If you don't like it, you can take your money back. That's fair, that's normal. But also, I give you the confidence to know that if the course finish, okay, the course finish, and you didn't achieve your goal, like you are not able to order a coffee in Spanish, you are not able to hold a conversation with your Spanish friend, you are not able to communicate in basic daily conversations, I give you a free guarantee of extending the course. I will be with you 1 month more. And this is true. I am not joking. This is not a marketing strategy. I will be with you 1 month more for free until you achieve it. Okay. But I have also to say that this has never happened, because I make sure that you know how to speak in daily situations. Okay. But just to make you confident with this, it's an indefinite guarantee. Okay. I will extend the course for you until you achieve your goal. Okay, also you can learn from anywhere and anytime. Okay, so you don't need to attend a class, you don't need to drive your car to the school, maybe it's raining, maybe you don't know where to park, you have to go out from home 1 hour before to arrive to the class. No, here you will learn from wherever you want. If you want to learn while you are sitting in the toilet, it's perfect. If you want to learn before going to sleep, it's perfect. From the couch, when you are eating, wherever you choose when you learn. Okay. And then we have that the cost of the course, of this mentorship, this VIP mentorship, costs much less than the phone you are holding now. Okay, your phone is expensive than this course, and this course is lifetime. Okay, what you learn in this course is gonna be lifetime. Your phone will probably broke maybe in a year, more or less. Okay, all right. So the mentorship has 12 modules. Let's go into the deeper of the course. What is it about? Because maybe you are thinking like, but what I'm going to find inside of the course? Okay, you will find 12 modules because it's 12 weeks. So from Monday to Friday, you will have 1 day content. In total, it's 60 micro content days. Okay, we will see it later. And then not only this, because you also have 14 live practical workshop lessons. What is this practical workshop lessons? This is not a normal class. This is not a 60-minute class that we connect and we do grammar. No. You will already learn the grammar by your own when you want, at the day of the time you want. And in the classes, every week we have one big lesson. It's not a 60-minute lesson. It's longer and it's practical and it's all together. Okay, so in this lesson, we will practice everything what we have learned this week. All right, so it's very practical with daily conversation, daily situations, and will allow you to practice what you have learned. All right, then we have a virtual journey into Spanish cities. I love this because this is very differential from other courses. We are not a normal Spanish school. This is not Spanish with Susana. This is Spanish Nomads Tribe, because we are a community of travelers who love traveling. Okay, so we are gonna do a journey in Spain through the cities of Spain. And in every city we will learn a thing. It's a virtual journey. Then we will see the map and you will understand everything much better. All right. So yeah, you will have every week the journey to one city in Spain. So in week 1, we will go to Madrid. In week 2, we will go to Barcelona. And in every city, we will learn a couple of things. So Then you have the 24/7 support. You can write to me at any time you need it. It doesn't matter the difference of time. You can write to me whenever you want. You will have my answer within the 24 hours. Okay, and you will access, of course, to our community course. Okay, the community course with the other students. Remember, it's a reduced group. You are not going to have 20 students like in other schools. Okay, so let's see this journey that I was telling you, that I was commenting. Let's see the journey. First of all, we will start here in Madrid. This is the week 1 of our journey of the VIP mentorship to speak Spanish in 60 days. The week 1, we have to introduce ourselves and connect with the Spanish people. We will learn everything from the basis to know how to introduce and speak of ourselves to let the others know us. Okay? Then we go to the week number 2. We are moving to Barcelona. And we will learn how to go to a shop, how to buy things, how to go to restaurants, vocabulary, all the things you need to hold a conversation in a daily, in a normal day in Spain when you go to buy something or when you want to eat and you go to a restaurant. Okay. Then in the week number 3, we are going to move to Toledo. So here we are going to learn how to speak in a more confident way about our routine and habits. Okay, to say that you love playing tennis, for example, and you normally go to play tennis every Saturday with your friends or whatever. Okay, so let's talk about yourself in a more open way, your habits, what you like to do, your routines, how are you, okay, as a person. So now let's move to week number 4. In week number 4, we will move to Granada. So here we will learn how will we plan a trip with friends and how we do things with friends. For example, imagine that you are Saturday, Sunday, you are in the weekend and you want to have a plan with your Spanish friend. Okay, how can you tell them that you want to make a plan? How can you organize this plan? How can you ask for the entrance, the tickets, all the information to set the plan? Okay, this is what we are going to learn in Granada with the week number 4. Let's move to week number 5, my lovely Valencia, because I am from Valencia. So here we are going to learn how to give and ask for recommendations. Imagine that you are in Valencia walking in the street and you see a cathedral or a monument and you want to know, what is this? Okay, so ask for information and recommendations. Imagine that you want to ask to a local in Valencia, where can I eat the best paella of Valencia? So these things, know how to do it in a natural way in Spanish. Okay, let's continue with week number 6. We go to Malaga. Everybody loves Malaga now. It's like very trendy. Okay, Malaga. So here we learn how to share our experience with Spanish people. Okay, how to talk about what we have lived in our life or what we have done recently in our life. Okay. How to ask for horchata, Robbie. That's it. Horchata, paella, perfect. Okay, let's go now to number 7. Here up in the north, in La Coruña, we have the city of Santiago de Compostela. And here, maybe you know this city because it's very common for people who like walking and these things. But anyway, Santiago de Compostela, we will here learn how to express your needs, how to ask for help. Imagine that you are in an emergency in Spain and you need to ask for help. Maybe you need to call the police, you need to call an ambulance, everything can happen. So you need to know how to express what you need, what you're feeling, and to ask help to other people. Very important, this one. Okay, so let's move forward to the islands. Lanzarote, I love Lanzarote. I recommend you to go to Lanzarote if you have time. Okay, so Lanzarote, is to tell stories about your past. We are going to learn how to tell things about the past and connect the ideas, not only the past, but also how to build a simple story, okay, to explain what happens to you. Imagine that you want to say what happens to you to arrive and move to Spain. What happens to you? What was your life story? Okay. So now let's go to number 9, here up in the north again. Let's go to Bilbao. Bilbao. So here we are going to continue sharing our memories in the past experience, okay? Because as you know, in Spanish, we have many ways to express the past. So here we are going to go deeper in how to give our explanation of the stories and our travels, our work experience, whatever, all our memories in the past. Okay, how to talk about our past. This is important because if you come to a place where anybody knows you, maybe you want to make friends and you want to explain who are you, no? You need to explain your experiences and say what you lived, what you haven't lived yet, everything. And then we move to Sevilla. Sevilla, Yole. So in Sevilla, we are going to plan our future. Okay, we learn the past, we learn how to express ourselves in the past, to say who we are. But now, who do we want to be in the future? Talk about our life goals. What do you want to achieve? Why are you here in Spain? What do you want to do in Spain, for example? What are your life goals? Okay, this is also very important to dream about the future, what is going to happen in your life. Then we move to Salamanca. We only have 2 left. Salamanca. And here we are gonna compare. In a conversation, you don't normally speak only in past or only in future, right? You mix the past and the future. This is what I am, this is what I did, but this is what I wanna do. Okay, so let's mix both to have a complete history, to tell everybody who you are, okay, in a more complete and detailed way. And then we have the last one, the week 12. We end our journey in Mallorca with the sun and the beaches, sunbathing. And we end in Mallorca expressing our desires and decisions, okay? What would we do in different situations? If something happened, how would we act? What is our desire? What do we act like this and not in the other way? Our decisions, okay, in general. All right, so this is like our journey in Spain and all what we are going to learn to be able to communicate in daily Spanish. Okay, and now more important information for all those who are interested in joining the VIP mentorship is the academic calendar. Here you are gonna understand everything much better. Okay, we start on the 1st November. 1st November, it's in a couple of weeks. And we finish 28 February. And you will now think, because I know that you are thinking this, but Susana, you say 60 days. This is not 60 days, right? Yeah, okay. Let's go through this. You will have from Monday to Friday, 1 day, okay? One natural day, that we say, one natural day. And then you will have the Saturday and Sunday, the weekend, it's different. So every natural day, you will have 1 day of content that will be unlocked. Okay, so you will have the platform with days of content unlocked. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And then we have the group session. In this group session is the one I told you before. We do all the practice. It's not a simple class. It's like a practical workshop, okay? It doesn't have 60 minutes of time. We are gonna practice until it gets crystal clear that you understand what we have learned during all these days. I want to make sure that you all practice in this class with real situation what we have learned in this week. Okay, we will have, of course, the welcome session on Saturday too, sorry. And then we will start with the content, with the course. Remember, you have my 24/7 personal contact, so you can write to me at any time. All right, so we have the first 20 days, and as we learn in this masterclass, we will have the review week to avoid, of course, the forgetting curve that we have learned before. Okay, this is our method, the Spanish nomads method. So in this review week, you are not going to have more content. You are going to have practice workshops, practice challenge, and everything to review all what you have learned in these 20 days. It's very, very important that you rescue all the information, put it in a whole, and practice it until you really learn it. Okay. Then in December, we will have the review week, of course, and then we will have 10 more days, 2 more weeks, okay, from day 21 to day 30, and our 2 group sessions. Of course, Christmas holidays is for everybody, so I am not going to give you more work or anything. You can enjoy your Christmas holidays, review everything what we have learned in these 30 days. You can do all what you want. Of course, there will be a surprise, but I can say nothing for the moment. The time will arrive and you will discover it. All right, so let's continue with January. Let's go with January. We are gonna continue with the day 31. So you will have in the platform, remember every day you will have 20 minutes of learning by yourself. You can learn wherever you want, in the mountains, in your house, in your friend's house, wherever you want. Okay, and our Saturday group session, and of course the review week 2. Okay, here we will review from day 21 to 30 and to 40. Okay, every 20 days we will have a review week, and now we will review the 40 days. So we face the forgetting curve, and we don't forget what we have learned in all the curves. And then we continue with day 41 at the end of January until the day 60, that is on 21 February. All right, here we will have our last session, but we still have our review week 3. In this review week, we will review all the course, so that I will make sure that you has understood everything, that you know how to use it, that you can communicate and you can speak in natural situations. Okay, then we will have the final session where the certificates will be released, and we will have a nice dynamic to say goodbye, to farewell everybody. All right, so this is the calendar of the course. But now, this is like the question that I think everybody is thinking now, because it's like, oh my God, this course has a lot of things: a Spanish journey, a long time with a long time learning, content. You have also live lessons. You have Susana's contact. It's like, maybe it's gonna be very expensive, right? This is what you're thinking, maybe. Okay, so for everything that it's included, it could be worth on a 1-week trip to Spain with everything included, because the truth is that the course is the one that I wish I had in English. It's like I created a course I wish I had. But no, this is not the price. Actually, it costs far more less than a 1-week trip to Spain without included. Okay, as I said you before, it costs much less than your phone. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you one question. How much is it worth for you to be able to speak with Spanish people and feel integrated? Imagine yourself living in Spain, moving to Spain, and going out in the street, and somebody asks you something and you don't know how to answer. And it's like, you feel so frustrated. It's like, I can't. I don't know how to answer. I don't know what he's saying to me. Or then you go to the supermarket and you want to buy fruit, simple things. And you can't say, I want, I don't know the name of this. I don't know how to say it. And then he says you the price and you don't know what's the price. And you have to show the wallet and say like, take whatever, because I don't know. I don't understand the numbers and don't understand anything. So for you, how much is it worth to feel integrated in Spain? Okay, this is the first question you have to answer when you think of joining a Spanish course. So now, I want to share with you Federica, because she's also one of my students, and she has a message for all of you.
Hola, soy Federica y vivo en Roma. Hace mucho tiempo quería mejorar mi español, pero por pereza no encontraba la motivación adecuada para empezar. Susana me impresionó y involucró así tanto que ahora no quisiera dejar de estudiar más con ella. Me encanta cómo rápidamente, con así poco tiempo disponible en mis días, yo logré mejorar mucho más que lo esperado. Y creo que es en gran parte mérito del espíritu siempre positivo y amable de Susana, y también gracias a su método tan interactivo que nunca me aburre. Espero que logre ampliar siempre más su escuela, porque creo que todos deberían aprender con este método. Gracias. Besitos.
Okay, so this was Federica. She's an amazing person also. I'm very happy of the students that I have in my school. That's why not everybody is gonna enter the course, because I really want people who has good values, who is honest, who is optimistic, and who really wanna learn. Because if you don't wanna learn, if you don't have the desire of learning, you can achieve these results. Okay, so it has to be effort also for your side, by your side. Okay, so now the big question: how to access the VIP mentorship? Because if not everybody is gonna access, how can I do it to enter the course, the VIP mentorship, to speak Spanish from scratch? So it's so easy. I just wanna know you. I just wanna have a coffee with you, just 30 minutes of your life with me, and just to meet you, just to meet what do you like in life, why are you learning Spanish, speak me about your ikigai, why do you wanna learn Spanish, and just meet you and see if you really are the person, the perfect student to join our course and our community, because I want the students that are committed with the learning of Spanish. Okay, I don't want students that want to pay, because if I wanted the students that wanna pay, if I want your money, I will send you now the link of the course and just pay it. But no, I don't want you to send any payment link. I am not gonna send any payment link, because I want to meet you. I want to know you before I let you enter the course. Okay, so now my team is gonna release the link where you can book your interview, where you can book your coffee. It's like not pressure. I'm a normal person, okay? I am not nothing special. Just coffee with me, and you can ask me any questions you can have, okay? And if you wanna ask whatever about the course, you can do it in the interview. I will be very happy to answer all your doubts. Okay, so just a simple coffee with me. Okay, great. And now the interview is 100% free. It has no commitment. Okay, so you can just attend it and see if the course is for you or not. If it's not for you, it's okay. Anything is gonna happen. I am not going to put pressure on this. Okay, give me a second. I will share with you. All right, because there was a problem. Yeah. Okay, so you have here the link in the chat. You can find it to book your spot. Not like you don't have many hours to book the meeting. So please, if you book 1 hour, make sure that you attend the meeting. Okay, and then not only this. All what I have explained to you in the course, but also if you join the mentorship, you will have some bonuses that you will get for free that are included in the price. Okay, so bonus 1, we will have a live workshop. This is not a recorded workshop. This is live workshop between me and all of you. to sound more native, okay, to avoid all the mistakes that all the beginner students do when they start speaking Spanish. Okay, so it's a workshop where we will go through the most important mistakes to try to avoid them as soon as possible, and you don't make them, because this will make you feel more fluent and will make you feel more confident when speaking. Okay, and then we will have the bonus number 2. You will get a premium ebook. It's with a selected 520 words that will make your Spanish be more complete, because the more vocabulary you have, the more you can speak, of course. If you want to ask for a glass of water and you don't know what's the name of glass, that is vaso in Spanish, you can't order a glass. It's a bit difficult, right? So you need a basic vocabulary that you can also practice with the games that we have learned before. Okay, so with this vocabulary, you can do the POSIT game or any other games that you will learn. And then we have the bonus number 3. The bonus number 3 is really useful, because you're gonna get 80 expressions that you can use in many different situations in Spain. Okay, at the airport, in the restaurants, in the shopping center, if you go to buy some clothes, wherever. Okay, you will have many expressions to use. And of course, there are more surprises. This is not gonna end here. If you schedule your call before October 21, it means before Monday at 12 night, okay, before Tuesday, and you join the mentorship, you will get a exclusive bonus. This is a bonus only available for 24 hours, only 24 hours, then it will disappear. Okay, it's only for the first ones. So it's 3 private lessons with me. You will have a bonus with 3 lessons, private lessons with me, to analyze your Spanish, to work on your Spanish, just you and me, okay? Anyone else, just you and me. And after the class, you will receive many interactive activities and many recommendations to keep improving your Spanish, okay? So you can choose when you wanna do these classes. Imagine that you are doing the course and at day 20 you feel like you need a private lesson to see a thing, or you want to practice more or whatever, so you can take one of these private lessons. Okay, only 24 hours, only for the first ones. So the group is reduced, so if you really want it, so make it in the link below in the chat. You can book there your call before Tuesday to get the 3 private lessons plus all the bonuses that I told you before. Okay, all right, so remember, very important, the course costs much less than your phone and will serve you for a lifetime. Okay, it's not gonna break in a year, it's gonna be lifetime and cost more than your phone. I only say this. All right, so if you are interested in the course, if you wanna know more about the course, you can find the meeting link in the chat. Okay, you can find in the chat the link. And in the booking, of course, we will talk about any doubt, any questions you may have. You can ask me wherever. We will meet us. It's not a formal interview. It's just a coffee, just to know us and to see if the course is for you, because maybe it's not for you. Maybe you already have a level of Spanish, or maybe this is not what you need because you are looking for another things, and it's all right. Okay, no commitment with this interview. The commitment is with the Spanish course, but not with this interview. If you don't feel the course is for you, it's all right. We will see us in Valencia for a real coffee if we meet one day. Okay, but here is now to know you, if you are the perfect person to enter the course, if you are really wanting to learn Spanish. Okay, remember, the course has 100% money back guarantee. Okay, so if you enter the course, you start seeing the first lessons, you come to a couple of classes, and then you feel like the course is not for you, like this is not what I expected, I don't like the method, I don't like the teacher. Okay, whatever you feel. So you can just ask for your money back warranty, okay, between the first 15 days. It's a 100% guarantee. So you can try all the course and see if it's for you or not. Apart from this, remember that I told you before that we have the infinite guarantee. Like, apart from this 15-day guarantee, if you end the course, if you enter the course, you end it, and you don't feel confident facing real life situations, if you can't order a coffee, if you can't talk about yourself to a friend, if you can't do anything, then I will extend the course for you, okay? Only you and me, until you get it. We will work on it. But I'm telling you, this has never happened, so you are not gonna be the first. So yeah, be confident, because you can just try it, and if you don't feel like, you can leave freely. Okay, and why do I do this interview? Maybe you are thinking about, why is she doing an interview and she doesn't just let me in the course? Because I want the students who don't expect quick results. As I told you before, learning a language is a journey. Okay, it's not from the night to the day. It's not in 24 hours. It takes time and, of course, effort. So I can do the effort for you. You have to do the effort, but of course I'm going to be next to you in all this journey, solving all your problems, giving you advice, correcting your mistakes, and making you explode, like trying to make you do your best. But I am not magical, and it takes time. Okay, so if you do the NÓMAD method, if you do every day what it's expected in the course, and you learn every day for 20 minutes, at the end of the course, you're going to get the results. That's true, okay? At the end of the course, you're going to get the results. But first, you have to do all these things. So we do the call to know you, to know if you are committed with this kind of learning. Maybe you prefer a traditional method. It's okay. I'm okay with that. I understand that maybe people prefer a book and prefer other kinds of learning, okay? But it's not our style, it's not our method. Okay, so to get results, you have to put in the work. I will guide you to achieve them, but you have to work, of course. So remember, path 1, traditional learning, it's okay if you want that. Many academies, many teachers will teach you in this way. And if you like it, you are free to do it. But if you want a very energetic method, a method that it's more confident, that will gain you more confidence in a short period of time by practicing, because our goal is to make you practice, because a language is not for learning, it's for practicing. Learn by playing, not by studying. So the NÓMAD method is for you. Okay, so think about which one is best for you. If you feel it's first one, you are free to go there and try. I will always be here if you change your mind. So it's all right. Okay, so remember the 5-step method that we learned today. First, your ikigai. It's very important you find your why. Okay, I really wish that all of you today learn your why in Spanish and motivates you to go for it, okay, to push yourself, to push your motivation to go for it and start your Spanish journey and become a Spanish speaker by 2025. Okay, then learn by playing, not by studying. Very, very important, please. It doesn't matter if you come with me, if you go with other teacher, whatever you do, it's okay. But learn by playing, not by studying. Okay, don't get bored when learning a language. A language is to enjoy, is to communicate, is to have fun, not to be like 2 hours like this learning. It doesn't has any sense. Okay, so third one, your brain. How do our brain works? Remember that we learn how to avoid the forgetting curve. You remember? To avoid the forgetting curve, to remember the things that we learned before. And then the shadowing technique, very important for your pronunciation. When you pronounce, to sound more natural, to be like more, to look like a native, okay? Look like more fluent, even though you don't know what you are saying, but it's very important for the rhythm, okay? When it's a beginner level. Then when we go to other levels, we will work in a different way, okay? And the last one, the Pareto principle, remember the 20 minutes, the 20 minutes rule, learning 20, 30 minutes per day, it's much more useful than study 2 hours, okay? So every day a little bit will make a bigger difference than one day you study 2 hours, all right? So remember, if you feel like this method is for you, if you like to learn Spanish with the new method, remember to book your coffee with me. Really, it's not a official thing. It's just a coffee with me. I will give you the information. I just want to meet you, and yeah. So don't feel pressure with this call. Okay, it's gonna be very, very friendly and just to know you. Because many of you has write to me, and I really wanna see you and see what are your goals in life. What do you wanna study Spanish? Why do you wanna come to Spain? So I will be very happy if I can know all of you and I can have a quick chat with you. Okay, you have the link in the chat. So yeah, you can book anytime you want. Remember that there's only 4 days availability because the course is starting very soon. Okay, so I will only, this is very important, I will only attend calls from today. Today there are the first calls, there are just a little bit. So if you want today, you have to be fast and book today until Thursday. Okay, on Friday, I am not gonna attend anymore because it's many students trying to enter. So I need to select which ones are really, really involved in enter the course. Okay. Because if someone enter and doesn't has the commitment to do all the daily things, it's not gonna achieve the results. And I want the students who achieve the results. I want to make you speak Spanish from scratch. This is what the course is about. Okay, so this is my goal and this is what I want to do. So remember to book your call. You have the link in the chat. All right, 100% free. You don't have to pay anything. I was hearing that many people is now charging money for the calls. Not my case. I am not gonna take even €1 from you. It's just a free call and has no commitment. So you can be sure about that. There are no surprises here. In the course, you will find many surprises, but in the call, no surprises. It's 100% free and without any commitment. Okay, just a coffee together. So thank you very much, everybody, to arrive here and to listen to me in this masterclass. I am so happy and so proud of all of you to learn the method and to pay attention to all what I say, because I really feel it's important. For all my experience, I really feel that this method is important, and I really wish more academies and more Spanish teachers copy my method. I'm waiting for that because it's very useful and it's kind of simple. When you understand the steps, it's very simple. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for being here. I hope you keep improving your Spanish. It doesn't matter if it's with me, if it's with another Spanish teacher, wherever you want to do it, but please do it, because Spanish is an amazing language and it's very useful. So it's very nice to have you all here. Thank you. And now I'm gonna let the time 10 minutes for questions. If you have any questions, you can write it in the comments. Okay, could you please share the link? Yeah, I think I share it. Let me do it again. Okay, here you have it again. Okay, can you see it? Can you send me some emoji to let me know that you can see the link? I send it again in the chat, so you can find it. You can choose the day you want, today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, okay? Until Thursday. Okay, yeah, you can review it. You can see it. Okay, you're right. Okay, so I don't know if you have any questions. I'm here to ask any questions you may have. I'm giving you some time. If you want to ask something, wherever, if you feel like, if you feel that the class was interesting for you, you can also send a heart. In the Spanish Nomads Tribe Academy, we have our purple heart, and it's like our symbol. We always send a purple heart. So you can send a purple heart if you like the masterclass, if you are happy with the method, if you feel that it was interesting, if you learn something valuable. Okay, you can send it. Okay, and then if you have any questions, I'm here to ask everything. I really feel that, well, I couldn't... I couldn't say everything that I want in this class, because if not, it will take us like all the day. But I try to put all the important things in this 5-step to make you see that learning Spanish can be fun, can be a very nice experience, okay, to build this ability. I want to break the idea that learning a language is boring, that learning a language is learning grammar, that learning a language is, I don't know, just stay with the teacher and the teacher is speaking and you just listening, because it's completely the opposite. Okay, so this is the idea I want to introduce today in your brains. Okay, can you remember us when start the lessons? Yeah, sure. Okay, so as I show you in the calendar, the course is gonna start on 2 November, the 2nd of November, that is Saturday. Yeah, so we will start the 2nd of November with our welcome session. In this session, we will meet all the students, all our partners, and we will talk about the course, we will talk about our life, and well, just meet ourselves and see what is going to happen in this course. And then we will start with the day 1 next Monday. So you will have all the content unlocked on your mobile phone. You can look it in your phone, in your tablet, in your computer, whatever you feel like, okay? So the course is gonna start the 2nd of November, 2nd of November, Saturday. All right, at what time do you plan your live classes on Saturday? Okay, I like this question, very good, Robbie, thank you very much. Normally we do it in the mornings, okay? Saturday morning, to let you all the weekend free. I don't want you to stay at home on Saturday at 5 in the evening. So normally we do it in the morning. Anyway, depending on the people we are in the class. But normally around 10, 11 in the morning, we do it like quite early in the morning, so that we do the class and then you have all the weekend to enjoy and do all your stuffs with family, with friends, whatever. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I don't know if you have any other question. I think I have explained everything a lot, but if you have any questions, of course, you can write it. I will answer. If not, it's okay. You can book the interview. Remember, today we have our first interviews, so we will have a coffee, a quick chat, and I really want to know you. I am very happy to know my students, and yeah, that's it. So if anybody has more questions, I think we can finish it. Okay, let's give some seconds if someone wanna say. Okay. Okay, all right. So this is everything for today, this masterclass. I hope you enjoy it, guys. I enjoy it a lot, actually. So yeah, see you in our interviews, and if not, see you in live who knows where we can meet in the world. The world is so little. So yeah, take care, keep improving your Spanish, keep learning Spanish, and lots of love. Okay, lot of kisses. Bye bye everybody. Thank you for coming.